As you can tell, I'm not a professor, but today I'm going to talk about dropshipping and what you should know about it if you are thinking about starting dropshipping. Thank you for watching Obvious Finance. I'm Mikey and let's get started. So, dropshipping is when you have an online store and you reach out to a wholesaler that offers dropshipping, and you put you put the stuff that they offer onto your website. That is basically what dropshipping is. So when someone goes to your online store, and they buy something, you don't have the inventory, you don't have to pay for the inventory, you don't have to pay for the shipping, you don't have to pay for the warehouse or the employees or anything like that. What you do is when someone buys the product, you then notify the wholesaler, and they're the ones that do the shipping for you, and they ship the product directly from the wholesaler to the person that purchased it. Now, it sounds like a really good business because it's a low risk and you don't have to do much. You don't have to pay for the inventory or pay for the warehouse or pay for employees or pay for any of that kind of stuff. You just have to pay for your online store. If you want something that's low risk and can make a little extra money, you can try drop shipping. But don't expect to get extremely rich or anything like that, because it's highly unlikely you will get rich off of drop shipping alone. So it can be one stream of income, but it should not be your only income. Pros and cons of drop shipping. Let's go. So the pros is low risk, because you don't have to buy the inventory, you don't have to pay for packaging to ship things out, you don't have to pay for the shipping or things like that. It is very low risk because it's not going to cost a whole lot to start your business. So if not a whole lot of stuff gets sold, you're not stuck with a whole bunch of unsold merchandise you have to get rid of. Now let's go to a con. One of the cons is low profit margins. And the reason why there is low profit margins for drop shipping is because since you're not paying for the inventory, you're not paying for the warehouse, you're not paying the employees or for the shipping, someone got to pay for it, and that's a wholesaler. The wholesaler has to pay for the shipping, they have to pay for the inventory, they have to pay the rent for the warehouse, they have to pay for the employees and take care of them as well. But not only that, but they also have to make a little bit of profit for it, because they're not going to do it without making a profit. So everyone has to make a little bit of money from it. They're going to take a large portion of the money from the sale, and you're going to get a small portion of the money for the sale, which is fair because they have to do all the buying, they have to pay for everything, and they're pretty much doing all the work, but selling the item. And you're just on the computer putting their item up and then selling it. So it's going to be low profit margins, but that is okay because it's also low risk. So you're not going to be spending a lot of money and then having the business fail and then being stuck at a loss. Let's just say that. So another benefit, which kind of goes with that, is less hassle. How do you spell hassle? So there's going to be less hassle to it, which is obvious because, like I said, you don't have to find a warehouse, you don't have to pay for the warehouse, you don't have to find employees and then go through the paperwork and the process of hiring the employees. You don't have to find a wholesaler and buy all the inventory and then store it up and pay the employees to ship it out and put up the inventory and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot less of a hassle because instead of doing all the business work, you are just setting up your store, you're putting stuff on your store, and you're selling it to the people that are obviously want to buy it, so they're going to come to your website. The only thing that you have to really do is just make the website, put the products on the website, and then market your website so people go to your website and not someone else's. Another con is low quality control. Since you're not buying the inventory and you don't get to physically see the inventory, you don't really know the quality of the stuff you are selling. So it's hard to have quality control when you don't get to actually see the quality of the products or really get to experience anything about the products. You're just there selling it. You're basically just making commission of the sell. That's all you're really doing. In a way, dropshipping is kind of like affiliate marketing, where you just sell other people's stuff and you get a commission for every sell. That's basically what it is. And why you're most likely not going to get rich unless you're really talented at marketing, but that's all I got to say about that. So yeah, you lose quality control. Now it's time for another pro. So another pro would be, it's just like the low risk, but the Nether Pro is less money to start up. You don't need too much capital to start a dropshipping company. Or not the company, but a dropshipping business. Because when you have an online store that does dropshipping, you just have to pay for the store's fees, and any selling fee, and you just have to pay for the website. You have to pay for the domain name, things like that, and then you have to pay for marketing. But if you were to buy the inventory and have an online business, you have to pay for everything you would for dropshipping, but with the added of everything that the wholesaler does for the dropshipping. So you'd have to pay for the shipping, the inventory, the employees to stock the inventory and ship things out. You have to pay for the packaging to ship things out. You have to pay for the employees' taxes, things like that. So another pro, or another con actually, would be reliance. Because you have to rely on the dropshipper. The dropshipper, they get to decide when to ship out your product, they get to decide how to ship out your product, they get to decide what you can sell, they get to decide everything about your business basically when it comes to selling stuff, because you can only sell something if they have it in their inventory. You can't ship out the product because they're shipping out the product. You can't choose the quality control because they do the quality control, because it's their products they're selling. So you lose a lot of that control you have over the product, over the business in general. And that's kind of just a few pros, a few cons. But it's good to know that if you are starting a dropshipping business or any other online business, you are self-employed, because I don't think if you're starting a dropshipping company or dropshipping website to sell stuff on your own store, I don't think someone's paying you for that. So you are self-employed. And if you are self-employed, you have to pay 15% tax for the self-employed tax. You also have to pay double the other taxes, such as like Social Security, welfare, anything like that. You have to, or Medicare, whatever it is, you have to pay double on those taxes, because when you are employed by someone, you pay half of that, your taxes, and your employer pays half of your taxes. So if you are self-employed, you have to pay for the whole tax as well as a 15% tax as well. So that's one thing to consider when starting your own business. Yeah. Just keep that in mind. My only tips for dropshipping is to work on your marketing, because that's what it comes down to. If you want people to buy from your store instead of other people's stores, you got to figure out how to reach the customers before other stores do. At the end of the day, it's all a business. You're not going to get rich off of dropshipping, most likely, but it could be a way to make a little extra money, and it's just another source of income to make a little bit of money to help you be more financially healthy. That's all I got to say about this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was able to help you out. Why don't you subscribe down below and be one of my first subscribers? I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers.